Welcome, friends. This is your Leviathan counter guide. I apologize if I sound like absolute doo-doo. I am sick. I have corona, but we want to get this out as soon as possible for you guys, so bear with me. So this works for Leviathans that are 6-star, 5-star, 4-star. It can work for 7-star, but there's a lot of RNG dependence. It's very important that you kill off the third member of the team. And if you don't kill off the third member of the team, it's going to be very rough on a 7-star. But you can still, get it to clean up territory, but it's like a 20% chance. It's not great. So this is mostly for 6, 5, and 4-star. The speeds are a little nuanced, so you need to be careful. I do suggest a Relic 7 across the board for these 3 ships because A, JMK requirements kind of require that. B, Anakin you already have from Sith Eternal, and C, you need the damage bad as well as the speeds need to be locked in. So you need 189 speed on the Negotiator. That's not a solid like this is what you need. It's more of this needs to be faster than Anakin's. Anakin with Relic 7 I've got at 188, and so you need to make sure that Obi-Wan is faster than Anakin. And then the Marauder, you have to have a gear 11 Hunter, so that way you can have his ability fully maxed out. You need a gear 10 Tech to be able to get the offense up. And then you need Wrecker at, gear 9 is what I have him at, and it's perfect. It gives me the abilities that I need. Gear 11 across the board is going to be the best thing, but, at that point, I'm pretty sure you could take down 7 stars, no problem, with a full Gear 11 squad, but I don't have those types of Chirotechs to waste. You're going to have a BTLB as your first reinforcement, and you're going to have Plo Koon as your second reinforcement. And so we'll take this up against 2 different formats. We're going to do the Sith Fighter, and then we're also going to do the TIE Dagger. It works better against the Sith Fighter. It's easier to kill, typically. But it works against both. And so we will jump in and show you guys how this works. The opening play is very important, so you need to pay attention, especially at the beginning. So we got here, our regular lineup. We're going to hit our buff dispel. And we don't want to hit anyone with our Anakin, hence the reason we want him slower. Because if he hits anyone, that taunt goes back up. So then we're going to focus on our third ship, whether that be TIE Dorito, whether that be anything. The Sith Trooper, the Sith Fighter. And we're going to focus down them with the Mass Swarm. And if you're really lucky, this opening play right here, that'll kill them off just like that. And that is the perfect RNG. And so perfect RNG works out really well. It's, just going to have everyone dead by this point when you have Marauder's turn. It doesn't always happen. If it doesn't happen that way, we will show that footage after this of poor RNG. It is still workable, but it's very different. It's the reason that you need the Gear 10 Tech. You hit this middle ability if you haven't killed that third person. If you have killed that third person, then go ahead and put Anakin under stealth. And we're just going to start working on the Sith Marauder. Because she is not isolated, because we're not facing a 7-star, we can hit this and keep her alive a little longer. Let's get our taunt up and start putting down some damage. Get our offense up on those with Valor. And so now we'll be able to do some big daddy damage on Sith Marauder. Let's keep us going. Okay, we're going to have to go through one more Sith Marauder, but at this point it's pretty easy because it's pretty easy to kill it. Exactly, it's almost dead from just our Marauder hit. Hit him. Easy cleanup territory at this point, but hey, why stop there? Let's keep going. Let's hit our ult. And then Malgus should be out of the whole thing is right there, and just like that, we just won. And so this is good RNG, obviously. with bad RNG that we'll show you at the end. I'll have another clip at the end for you guys. But there's your good RNG, and that was against a 6-star with the less easy to do Tidorito, but that was with good RNG. And now we'll transition to our bad RNG. So we need to get through the taunt. So we'll get rid of the taunt. And now it's the negotiator's turn, and because if you hit anyone, that taunt goes back up. So if Anakin goes first, he hits his AoE, that taunt goes back up, and now negotiator is trapped behind the taunt. You need the taunt to go all in on Sith Assassin, or whoever's in this last spot. In a perfect world, this would kill him off. Unfortunately, our Marauder isn't good enough to be able to kill him off. This isn't a 7-star, and so we're going to hit this middle ability. So this is a bad RNG run. If it was a good RNG run, he'd already be dead. And then we'd hit this one, put him under stealth. Because this isn't a 7-star, we still have a chance at winning by hitting this middle one. Go all in on that Sith Marauder, try and take him down as fast as we can. Get our taunt up. And we took care of him because we got that healing immunity. We could have also ended up killing this guy with the Marauder, so either one's possible. But at this point, this is very cleanable, even though we lost our Marauder. And that's kind of what's important. So this is the very bad RNG version. I will post a good RNG version at the end, where you actually end up killing off the guy that you want to kill off. But honestly, low star ones, really not that bad. As long as you're killing off the guys fast, that offense up comes in handy so much on the Marauder for killing them off fast. So at this point, Malgus is basically gone. We will bring in our Plo Koon, heal up the team, and, you know, let's get a taunt back up. And so this is basically how low stars look in general, is you kind of get to this point and you're not doing too bad because their Leviathan's too slow. And I can actually pump turn meter right now, so let's do it. Plus you don't get the isolate, which makes it real easy. We are going to use this on him just to try and get his stacks down as much as we can. Took over our ship, but at this point we basically have a dub, so it really doesn't matter to me. So even with poor RNG, you can still pull this off if you use that middle ability, but in a perfect world, you're not going to be using that middle ability. You're going to be using that last ability, putting Anakin under stealth. But this is, you know, poor RNG, and we deal with it. Let's just finish off that ship. And so you can see that 5, 6 star, 4 star, it's not too bad in general. You can obviously see this is a win. I'm not going to finish this battle just because I don't want to climb. But there you go. So there's kind of the way that you counter Leviathan. So there you have it. It's really not too bad overall. Just keep in mind, if you don't kill that third member on the opening play with the Negotiator's Mass Swarm, you're going to want to be able to hit that middle ability on Marauder. And if you're going up against a 7-star and you don't kill that third ship, it's going to be just a straight RNG fest, and you're going to have to put Anakin under stealth regardless, and then just hope you can get out a couple ships. Honestly, I've pulled it off where I've gotten it to a cleanable state even after that point, but it gets very difficult very fast. But 6, 5, 4 star, you should have zero problems pulling this off, regardless of whether you kill the third person or not with that middle ability. But that does require a Gear 10 tech. Gear 9 is fine for Wrecker, but that does require a Gear 10 tech, because the thing that's putting in the work there is the fact that all of them get offense up. because they all have Valor, and so they'll all gain offense up, crit chance up, and crit damage up. So make sure you have that Gear 10 tech, and you will be 100% fine. Besides that, just make sure your speeds are right, and you will have zero problems with like 6-star and below when it comes to Leviathans. I wouldn't say this is 100%, but I would say that it gets it to cleanup state very quick. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you like this video, please consider subbing. Sorry for the lack of videos the last couple of days. I have been sick, and it's been a rough couple of days. But tune in tomorrow for some Datacron back to basics, as well as don't forget there's a stream tonight. Go ahead and tune in there, and we'll be using this counter live most likely, and hoping for the best because I do not have a Gear 10 tech. So we'll be hoping. We'll see how it goes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.
So, what squad are we taking in? The Bad Batch. What squad are we taking in? Clone Force 99. What squad are we taking in? The Bad Batch. What squad are we taking in? Let's finish what we started. Cavalry, 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 cavalry. An attack is coming. The cavalry has arrived. Boom. The Bad Batch. This is a delicate operation. The Bad Batch. Let's finish what we started.